farm.
You said that.
Don't you go there.
Don't you
Go there.
Not the chaos. Toni and Tamar nearly coming to blows. Seriously, WeTV just dropped a 7-minute sneak peek of Braxton and Besties, and the family drama already looks exactly as explosive as everyone expected.
Told us you didn't want to film with us.
Well, you already know why I want to film with y'all.
Wait a minute, hold on.
My niece Ashley, who we love very much, posted her videos on social media with some accusations about her family. My family was a little surprised.
There was a lot going on the internet.
Tamar announced that she would be interviewing our niece Ashley on Tamar's podcast. I didn't think it was a good idea.
I am getting Ashley here. You're not going to make me feel bad.
Tamar is now speaking out in outrage after receiving a cease and desist letter that she says threatened her entire business. According to Tamar, the legal warning came even before their niece Ashley appeared on her podcast, which only made the situation feel even more suspicious.
I tried to shut down my entire
Don't
business.
say y'all.
Sending a cease and desist is shutting down my business. Exhibit B. The cease and desist. I got a cease and desist before Ashley was on my podcast.
Tawanda insisted she had nothing to do with the cease and desist, and Trina said the same thing during her green screen interview. So does that mean Toni might have been behind it? Maybe not. What's clear, though, is that viewers might be seeing a completely different side of Toni this season. Normally, she's a calm, level-headed big sister who keeps the peace rather than stirring the pot. But if she's really making major move behind the scenes, that changes the whole dynamic. The trailer even shows Tamar clashing with Toni warning her not to play because she's a heavyweight, while Tamar claims it was actually Toni's idea to bring Ashley onto the show. If that's true, it could expose cracks in the family that fans never realized were there. So let's break it all down. Starting with the tension between Tamar and Toni after Tamar alleged Toni was the one who masterminded bringing their niece Ashley into the situation. But before we get into that argument, it's important to understand what Ashley herself had to say about the family.
Okay, so I want to tell a story today, and that story is about how one of my aunts in my family do not talk to me because they think that I, at the age of 16, did something with her partner at the time. And I have been a nervous wreck to talk about something like this and to tell this story. A, because of my family. B, because I don't want people, it's not to hurt people to tell my story.
Ashley later explained that her stepmother and father, Michael Braxton Jr., discovered inappropriate text messages between her and her aunt's partner when her aunt first heard about it. Ashley said she was both supportive and upset about what had happened. But over time, Ashley felt that reaction slowly changed as the years passed. Ashley began to feel uneasy about the fact that her aunt stayed with the same partner despite everything that had happened. Eventually, Ashley says the blame even started shifting toward her, with suggestions that she may have somehow been part of the problem. Through therapy, Ashley says she learned how to process the experience, but she emphasized that she should never have been blamed for a situation she never should have been placed in to begin with. She also revealed that she spoke with others who went through similar experiences, and it pains her that those shared stories often come from such traumatic moments. Ashley explained that speaking out was never about hurting anyone. Instead, she said she wanted to shed light on situations like this for anyone, men or women, who may have experienced something similar at a young age. Still, she admitted she had to be careful with her words because the Braxton family is powerful and protective of their reputation. Online investigators eventually linked her story to Trina's ex-husband, Gabe, which quickly sparked outrage among fans. Many pointed out that Trina had allegedly known about his behavior for years, including claims that he cheated throughout their relationship. Critics accused her of ignoring warning signs and even shifting the blame toward her niece instead. Rumors surrounding Gabe's behavior only fueled more backlash online. Around the same time, it was revealed that Tamar planned to invite Ashley onto the show so she could tell her story herself, promising that she would stand beside her.
We're going to be also filming the Braxtons, and it's very interesting because my niece is coming on the show, and not to be messy, but I just thought it was important for her to understand that somebody is here for you. Yeah, because I was surprised by that whole, outburst. I guess she got it all. I mean, honest. However, I just thought it was important for her to know that.
According to the trailer, this entire situation will unfold during season 2. In one scene, Tamar meets Ashley at a restaurant and explains to producers that Ashley is her brother's daughter and that she understands what it feels like to suffer without support from family. Tamar says the difference between her and Ashley is that when she once went to her family for help, she felt they turned their backs on her. Because of that, she wanted Ashley to have the support she never received. But that's also when the drama intensifies. While Ashley's story begins to play out, Tamar reveals that she was served with a cease and desist letter, legal paperwork she believes was meant to threaten her business. From there, the tension escalates quickly, with Tamar clashing with several family members, including Toni, while also claiming that Toni was actually the one who originally suggested bringing Ashley onto the show.
With Toni Braxton. And then when Toni said we need to have her on the show, I told you we need to have Ashley on the show. I never say that. Yes, I never said that. She's lying. What's wrong with my mother? Don't swear your mother. And we shouldn't do it. You said have her on the Braxton show.
This is not the forum.
You said that.
This is not the forum.
You said that.
Don't you?
This is a kind of fight that many viewers never expected to see. But to some fans, a new season feels less like family bonding and more like family exploitation. The way Ashley's situation is being discussed has led some viewers to wonder if she's being used as a storyline, which many people find heartbreaking. After all, the Braxton family has been in the spotlight for more than a decade through spin-offs, public feuds, emotional reunions, and personal tragedies. Now, some fans believe the show might be pulling the next generation into the spotlight to keep the story going. People also remember what happened during season 1, when Tracy's son was featured while grieving his mother's passing and going through a divorce from his wife, Olivia Heron. Reports claim that after filming a session with a grief counselor, he stepped away for lunch and was later found unresponsive on the floor by members of production crew. The moment was reportedly documented during filming. After regaining consciousness, he later revealed that he had suffered a seizure, possibly triggered by the intense stress he had been under at the time. Because of that incident, some fans are now asking a serious question. Could the same kind of pressure end up affecting Ashley too? The controversy also grew when viewers noticed that Tracy's husband was largely excluded from conversations during a season that centered on mourning her loss. Many online called it disrespectful to discuss Tracy with Kevin Jr. while leaving her husband out entirely. But the sisters made it clear that Kevin Sr. would not be appearing on the show. In fact, Tawanda and Trina openly stated that they did not want him involved in the series at all.
I think that the audience and the fans need to understand that this platform is not for anyone else other than the people who respect Tracy's wishes.
Y'all didn't want the scene to happen?
Hell no.
And it didn't happen?
Good.
No.
So that's where we at.
Good. Will it happen?
It won't happen.
Good. Okay.
It won't happen.
I always fuck.
With Tamar bringing Ashley onto the show, some viewers believe she may not truly be trying to protect her niece, but instead using the situation as leverage in her ongoing conflict with her sisters. If you look closely, the real story may not be Toni versus Tamar at all. Instead, it might be about how a new member of the Braxton family has suddenly become the center of a very public storyline. That raises a bigger question. Is the show still about the Braxton sisters, or is it now about whoever can bring the most dramatic story to the screen? There's also a strong chance that the feud between Toni and Tamar could completely overshadow Ashley's voice, turning her personal story into little more than another headline in their family drama. This season might even reveal a side of Toni that audiences have never seen before, perhaps showing that even she has reached her limit. But the big questions remain. Is Tamar finally telling the truth this time, or is she simply stirring the pot again? Was bringing Ashley onto the show really Toni's idea, or does Tamar just believe Toni is pulling the strings behind the scenes? And if Toni truly had nothing to do with it, why does the situation feel eerily similar to what happened with Tracy's son in season 1? Most importantly, if no one in the family admits to sending the cease and desist letter, then who actually did? One thing seems certain. This season is going to be messy. So what do you think about it all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.